Hi Chris, can you give a short review on how you got involved with Biestmilch?
How I got involved with Biestmilch was I came to Germany in 2003 and to race here, and the Germans were so strong in endurance events, and I met up with the guy Lothar Later, who introduced me to the product, and Lothar was an incredible athlete and told me about the product, and I was fairly familiar with colostrum, the raw ingredient of beast milk, and I've done a bit of study on this stuff and the effects it has on the body, and I was very interested, and trialled some beast milk, and it went from there. It's just an amazing product and something I very much believe in.
What is the convincing about Biestmilch for you?
I think I like products that are natural. I like the whole philosophy of the company Beast Milk. I think the modulation over supplementation process is something that I understand, and I think it works. That's the key. I believe in what I do, punishing the body the way we do in endurance sport. You know, you're looking for an edge. You're looking for things that can prevent the breakdown of your immune system, and Beast Milk does that, and I use it on a daily basis to ensure that I can maximise my training and maximise the most out of my body.
How do you take Biestmilch?
I, I, I tend to do things over the top, so I take a lot of the product. As I use 4 tablets in the morning, 4 tablets in the day, and 4 tablets in the evening, so I take 12 tablets a day. Just I think maybe it's the Australian philosophy, more is better. I don't know why, but I've found through trial and error that I feel the best doing that. And the good thing about it is my children now watch me do it. So my whole family is a Beast Milk family, and I just think more is better.
That's a nice point. To whom would you recommend Biestmilch?
I recommend Beast Milk to everybody. Really, it's a lifestyle choice. I think if you're people who are working, people who are doing sport, people who are doing a lot of things, fatigue and things like this set in, and Beast Milk really just brings you back to where I call it my peaceful ground, where I go out and train all day. I come home, I have two children, my wife's nagging at me, and it's nice to come back and find my peaceful area, and Beast Milk does that. So I think to anybody, it's the perfect product. I use it 3x4 daily. If I feel like I am coming down with a sickness, or I feel run down, I'll increase my dosage. But to be honest, since I've used Beast Milk, the product, I tend to get sick less, and whether it's a lot of the time people say, oh, it's placebo effect, it's this, and I don't care what it is. If it is placebo and I'm getting sick less, it works. I'm getting sick less, which doesn't mean it doesn't interrupt my training anymore, and I believe that it works, and half the time belief is everything, and if I'm in a heavy block, I find 12 tablets a day, which sounds excessive. My wife takes 4 tablets a day, but what I'm doing is excessive. Endurance sport is an excessive sport. It demands huge demands on the human body, on my body. I think 12 is a perfect number for me, and it's easy to modulate in a sense. 4 in the morning, 4 after lunch, 4 before I go to bed, and I can assess how much I'm taking, and I'm very finicky with what I'm doing. I keep a training log, and I like things to be accountable. So 12 tablets a day, I can assess that by, I know in a packet of 60, I've got 7 days of tablets to take, and then I move on to the next block. It's very accountable, and that's just how I am.
One more question I would like to ask you: why do you think is it so difficult to convince others to take Beast Milk?
I think society now is difficult to convince. There's all this marketing, and he's only taking that because he's getting paid, or he's only doing this because people are so suspicious, I guess, of everything nowadays. And what people have to understand: this is a food. It's not a supplement, and people are always looking for supplementing things. Oh, this comes as a supplement, so, and they expect instant gratification, take something, I should feel better. That's just the way society is. Biestmilch is a lifestyle choice. It's something you take in conjunction with other things, and I treat it as a food source, and it really is a food source, the most powerful food source in the world. And anything I take, anything I do, I always do my own research to make sure, so I understand what I'm taking, why I'm taking it, and I encourage anyone to go out there before they try it, read about the product, and then try it and see what they think. And I think people don't want to do that. People want me to tell them this is a great product to take, and then they expect a response from their body, and you will get that, but it's not. I think the suspicion of people nowadays is their limiting thing for many people. They don't believe in things as easily as, well, like they did in the past. There is no science why I take 12 capsules. It really is, I take 12 capsules a day for my own peace of mind, so I know exactly the dosage I'm taking. So if there is ever if I think, oh, I wonder why I'm getting sick, or what, I feel tired this week, I always have a point of recall. I can go back and go, well, I only took 8 tablets last week, I missed it because I was travelling, and sometimes as an athlete, you're looking for answers, or I guess anybody in life, not just athletes.
It's just important to have a logic.
Yeah, you need a logical, and I'm a logical person. I like to go, okay, maybe that's the reason. You can tick boxes off, tick the thing. I only took 8 last week, or I only took 6, and I think, for me, 12 is a magic number. Coming from Australia, we know a lot about colostrum. The Australian Institute of Sport did huge studies on this product.
The only country in the world.
Yeah, huge studies on colostrum. So coming through the Institute as a junior athlete, we were introduced to this product at a very, very young age. And it's funny coming around the rest of the world, and when I finally came here to Germany, why I was so receptive to when Lothar introduced it to me. I knew about colostrum. When he said Biestmilch, I was like, what is this? And he said, oh, it's a colostrum bait. I said, okay, I understand that, because we'd been introduced to this at a young age. And then speaking to yourself and understanding more about the changes in some of the studies since we'd learnt about it was very, very interesting to me, which is why I was very, very open to trying it. And now, understanding what it does and getting a feeling for what it does is why I continue to use it, and will continue to use it, and why I've introduced it to my children, who are 4 years of age and 1 year of age. You don't introduce a product to kids if you don't believe in it. And it's just the most powerful food in the world, and people don't understand that because they're suspicious. You don't introduce things to your kids if you think it's going to be harmful. I don't give my kids supplements, vitamin pills. I sit there going, you should get that out of your food. But I see Biestmilch as a food. It is a food, and I believe in the process of your body is responsible for drawing the nutrients out of food. You don't supplement vitamins and minerals through a poor diet. And colostrum, that's why I have no problems giving my children Biestmilch, because of your body, it breaks down the product and uses it the way it's supposed to be used. Body is a smart thing. I think people forget that, and the body is able to do amazing things, and when you put the right foods in, you get feelings that people have forgotten nowadays. I think people sort of function, they're used to being tired, they function with fatigue, they function with these things because life is difficult. And that's why supplementation, the whole process of supplementation, is such an easy thing. It's a logical thing for people. I'm tired, I'll supplement my diet with this product or this. Where Biestmilch is a food, it's a modulative process.